So what's up, B?
Watching the game, having a bud.
Hey guys! Freaking what up, dude?
Hello there.
Oh my God, we're back again.
Now you're playing with power.
Fire! Fire! Here we go.
The Parvinator.
All right, let's wet our whistles.
It's just so disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers.
Oh, untimely death.
The Parvinator.
Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Happy Friday. Good to see you at long last. And a crooked hat. It is I, Ben, the Parvinator, Parvin, here at your service. I forgot the whole thing about America's #1 online video game personality. Forget, it's a catchphrase. Once you start it, you know, these things have a mind of their own. There's a momentum to it. Good to see you guys. What's up and welcome. Guys, we are trying something new tonight. I don't know if this is what it'll be called, the series, the show, whatever, but this is going to be the flagship show. Right now, we're calling it Parvination, Episode 1. Parvination. And yeah, it's basically, you guys have seen the ramp up to this. I've been doing gamer news, good old days, game retrospectives, and some rant zones, gaming on the go. The list goes on and on. You guys have seen the build up. I think this is where we start trying to test all those out in one show. Well, not every one of those segments, but yeah, basically have a show that is just that. And then, yeah, today we're going to disconnect after a bit and do some gaming afterwards, something that's relevant to what we're talking about here today. So, yeah, doing something a little bit different with me. Please bear with me, because I imagine it's going to be a little messy at times. But yeah, everybody's doing their best, you know? Everybody's doing their best. Now, good to see you guys. Welcome, Jack. And welcome, everybody else. Welcome, lurkers. Good to see you. Happy Friday. All right, man. We got a show. We got a show. Quite a show. In fact, guys, we're doing a few stories today. We're going to talk about a study regarding Mario mathematics that came out. Very, very interesting. Not peer-reviewed, but I'm going to put it in front of my peers here in just a few minutes. And we're going to decide if this thing, passes the test, right? If this thing is up to snuff. Anyway, study on Mario math, and it's kind of mind-blowing, honestly. I don't, maybe you can help me understand it, honestly. Then we're going to get into an announcement from gamer god Masahiro Sakurai. We're going to get to an announcement this guy made recently about his YouTube channel, and it's a sad one. Yeah, don't mean to give too much away, but it's a sad one. We're going to try to turn that around though, and have a happy moment out of it all. And then we're probably going to have a very disappointed moment as we talk about the ongoing saga between Karl Jobst and Billy Mitchell. This will be a really fun one. This is a story we've covered on this channel, and we've tried to bring this whole thing to a resolution. And it doesn't seem like anything's sticking. And there's a little update as far as that goes. I previewed that one on Discord, but don't want to give anything away. Disappointing though. And then we're gonna end things off though on a positive note. We're gonna try a new segment called "I Think Therefore I Game," and it's meditations on gaming. Just maybe a thought prompt, something that can really just fire your imagination, let you sit back, have a moment of introspection, of respect as we think about some of the themes in these video games that we love. So it's going to be fun, all right? So got a whole lot lined up for you. After that, though, we are going to play some Super Smash Bros. I've got the Japanese version right here. We're going to be playing it. I may put a break in between those two and then come back and start a second stream. I'm going to have to play that by ear. But we're doing Parvinator After Dark. There's a part 2 to this whole thing. We're going to play some Smash Bros. In honor of Masahiro Sakurai, creator of Smash Bros. And just all-around gamer god. So, exactly, Jack. Thank you. You are witnessing the Parvolution. And the thing is, you guys are all part of it. This is not I know I'm the one on camera here, but I'm trying to grow this thing. And we're all here in the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge. You all enter as equals. And then I guess the rest is proven on the sticks, right? Picking up a controller. All right, guys. With all that being said, without further ado, let's talk some headlines and news from around the world of gaming. All right, guys, we're going to start with a confusing story out of IFL Science about a new mathematical study that claims Super Mario Bros. Is mathematically impossible to solve. Now, I saw this headline and it certainly grabbed my attention. Yeah, I'm not much for math. In fact, I hated it for a very long time until at this one point in college, I had a great professor who actually made things click. It was awesome. Up until that point, I pretty much despised the entire subject, the entire discipline, and. But I had one good teacher that kind of turned that around for me. But with that being said, it's not like I'm I'm not having to pick up a calculator too often. Not breaking out a lot of that math these days. At least the kind of math these folks are talking about. If you get into the article, towards the top here, it mentions, of the 2D Mario games released since New Super Mario Bros., we have shown that all except for Super Mario Wonder are undecidable. What's that? Undecidable, reports the paper. Authored by a research team from the MIT Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Laboratories Hardness Group. This one's coming out of MIT. Again, not peer-reviewed until now, until I put it in front of you guys here in the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge. All right, undecidable. I when I read this, I had questions. I don't get what, you know, what does that mean? Undecidable. And thankfully they try to throw me a bone and help me out here, but yeah, they go on to say, so what does that mean in practice? An undecidable problem basically is what it sounds like. It's a question for which it is impossible to correctly find a yes or no answer. Yeah, a yes or no answer. Hey. In this case, the problem is one that, as a gamer, you'd really hope was more straightforward. It is, quite simply, can the game be beaten? Now, if that's the question, and then we have to correctly find a yes or no answer, I feel like we're already there, right? Haven't we already solved Mario? I mean, let's take Mario 3 for example. Okay, this was some very, you know, rudimentary math for me as a kid, you know, holding that NES controller so long ago. Sadly, not this one, but it was somebody else's around that time, I'm sure, and now it's mine, but it's not my childhood one. Nevertheless, we were doing Mario math back then. Look at this. You take a Super Mario, toss him a leaf, he becomes Raccoon Mario. Beautiful, right? Most of these are Super Mario 3 related. Right, Mario math. Honestly, this equation right here kind of solves for most of the game, right? I mean, it's going to get you through the lion's share of this game. You figure this out. Now, there's more to it, of course, right? You could say Super Mario plus a fire flower equals, you know, what? Fire Mario? Yeah. I don't know the official term in the lore, but I mean, come on, we know it, right? And this guy rips ass. You know, many a speedrunner, you'll see them just shooting those fireballs, man. That's another winning equation. We've already solved to beat this game, right? We even done the math for Bowser. Okay? I mean, look at this, right? Any of these three, dude, much greater than Bowser. Hey, even small Mario, though, right? Little Mario himself has his own advantages. He's got a spot that he can stand, you know, kind of inside what appears to be Bowser's sprites, but it's in a it's like outside of his hitbox. So even little Mario here, we could say, is greater than Bowser. I mean, you know, maybe this isn't an always kind of thing, but the math, right? We've been doing it for years. So when they're telling me that Super Mario Bros. Is impossible to solve mathematically, I don't, you know. In the discipline we've been working in as gamers, there's even all kinds of room for subjectivity, okay? Like, I happen to think the frog suit is about the best power-up in the game. Does that mean that I use it often? No. I play like shit when I put on the frog suit. But it's awesome, you know? Not to mention the boot. I didn't even think about the boot. At a certain point, I had to move on from the equations, but you guys get it. I mean, look, this stuff's even beneficial. This is even beneficial. I found this from the Super Mario Brothers 3 instruction booklet. This is a beautiful little flow chart. Charts, there's your math, right? Amazing. I'll let you guys study this for just a second if you need to. The Mario 3 instruction booklet was beautiful. They didn't hold back with that one, man. It's good stuff. And it gave you all the math you needed to beat the game. Dude, it even goes back to the first one from the Super Mario Bros. 1. I was finding these just floating around on the internet. Yeah, actually, these weren't in an instruction booklet, but yeah, these were just, I guess had been done quite a while ago. I don't know, but you know, good stuff, right? It goes way back. It goes way back, this Mario math. So again, when they're telling me that this stuff is unsolvable, I don't really get what they're saying, you know? We were able to get through most of our life with the only Mario math we needed to know being those diagrams I just showed you, and then negative integers, right? The minus world. This is the kind of Mario math that we actually needed, you know? The stuff that actually got us through life. And honestly, this makes me think about Miss D. Big shout out to my Algebra 2 teacher, Miss D. Yeah, she told me I'd never make it in life because I sucked ass in Algebra 2, and it was the only class I ever failed. And I like gave up, like, you know. I took summer school and I ended up passing it. Well, you know what, Miss D? Here's the thing. After college, I didn't really use much in Algebra 2, but you bust out a party trick like this one, showing someone how to get to the minus world. You know, come on. You're gonna get a lifetime of usage out of that. So, you know. Yeah, dude. I'm just saying. You know? Hey, who was right after all these years? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, back to the article here. They go on to further confuse me and say, you can't get any harder than this. Eric Demain, professor of computer science at MIT and one of the authors of the paper, told New Scientist, can you get to the finish? There is no algorithm that can answer that question in a finite amount of time. And even now, if I really try to strain my brain and like, okay, what are we getting to here? I'd like to introduce you to a nice task or two, right? They've got this figured out. Maybe not an algorithm, so to speak. This stuff must be some real big brain math, and I am just impossible. I'm incapable of understanding it. But with that being said, it's not Mario math that's useful to any of us, right? They get towards closing out the article by saying, the idea is that you'll be able to solve this Mario level only if this particular computation will terminate. And we know that there's no way to determine that, Demain told New Scientist. And so there's no way to determine whether you can solve the level. So, again, the program's got to terminate. I mean, the original Super Mario Bros. Did kind of run on a loop, didn't it? You know, I mean, maybe they're well-versed in their games. I don't understand. I don't understand. And honestly, I don't care, because I didn't need any of that Mario math in order to beat those games, and neither did you. So, I can see why this art... Not to poison the well, because I was going to ask you what your thoughts were, but, I don't know. Seems like... I don't know. I don't think that this one... I don't think that this one gets it. Passes muster? Is that the phrase I'm going for? In my head, I'm seeing mustard, and I'm like, yeah. Apparently, English was never my subject either. All right, as I dove a little bit deeper into this, I ended up finding some real-world links that kind of blew my mind, such as Mario's math tutoring. You know, amazing reviews out of this guy from Rochester, Michigan. Clients are saying that he's an amazing math tutor. Mario is an amazing math tutor. He's very patient and kind and works with you until you understand the concepts. I would recommend him to anyone looking for a tutor. That sounds like Mario to me, you know? Patient, kind, willing to work with others. Yeah. So yeah, shout out there to Mario. Again, confusing, because to have the name Mario's Math, but I guess it's a big world out there. Seemed related. Now, of course, there's been some, I don't know, let's say official attempts at, actual Mario math games. There's been a few. I mean, but I don't know if these games count. Do they really? Mario's early years, fun with numbers. Does this even count? Because this thing first came, and this is a shame, this thing first came to MS-DOS in 1993, and it didn't even make it to the Super NES until 1994, which is honestly kind of shameful. We can call this a PC port if you want to. There's been those official attempts, right? There's Mario, right? This was that fun with numbers, yeah, which is basically like counting. You know, this is like, yeah, just basically like you count, you pick things and it counts them for you, and it really seems like this is, you know, for toddler gamers, which, you know, God bless them, right? All the gamers, but damn, I don't know, man. I when I was a toddler, I was playing Mario 1 and then eventually 3. I think they can handle something more than Mario's early years, fun with numbers. Come on, have some faith in the next generation. Now, even Donkey Kong and his son, Donkey Kong Jr., got in on the action. You know, they tutored millions of kids in math through the game Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Now, it's funny. Some stuff that's mislabeled here, you know? Again, geez. There it is. Maybe I could have used their help, you know? Maybe I could have used these guys' help back in the day. Could have helped me get through Algebra 2. I don't know. I think Miss D had it out for me. But who knows? I missed out on the Mario, the Donkey Kong Jr. math phase. I don't know. Anybody got experience with this game? I didn't even see it until I was an adult. This one was not in my house. Apparently it didn't sell very well, which is a shame. And I don't know, maybe another indictment of most Mario mathematics. I don't know. Mario related, right? Jumpman, come on. So Nintendo's been doing this stuff for a while. I don't know, man. We figured out how to solve these games, and I don't really know what these folks from MIT are talking about, but I guess that's why they're at MIT and I'm here doing a podcast about video games, you know? And I gotta say, I got it better, man. This sucks to be them. All right, guys, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to another story here. This one regarding gamer god Masahiro Sakurai. He made a huge announcement. He told the world that he has finished recording his final YouTube video. Sad, you know? Now, I don't know if you know much about this guy, but he's a big inspiration around here. He's quitting YouTube in 2024, even though it was only August 22nd that he opened up his channel, known as Masahiro Sakurai on Creating Games. And I don't know if you guys have had the pleasure of seeing this content, but it is nice and cozy, man. This is coming from a guy that's not a huge cozy gamer. I don't really think Sakurai is either, but the nature of these videos is of a real peek inside this guy's head, inside his home. It's sad to hear. Again, this is the creator of Smash Bros. Wasn't he also behind Kirby? You know, many others as well. Sakurai quietly announced the end of his YouTube career in a belated New Year's message. It's a bit late to be saying this, but Happy New Year, Sakurai said. I'm planning to wrap up Masahiro Sakurai on Creating Games sometime this year. Until then, I hope you'll stay tuned. So one more video. Yeah, one more video from this guy. That's all he's got here. Just one more video. And honestly, dude, we've celebrated this guy on this channel a couple of times now. And one of the most recently being when a story came out that he had refused one of his games to have Dolby surround sound support because it added too much time to the intro of the game, and he wanted gamers to be able to get into that game a little bit faster. He thought that was an unacceptable delay. Now, I love some good sound, right? I love great sound engineering, and I'm sure they still pulled it off, but damn, that's a ballsy move, right? Like, no, we're not doing the Dolby partnership. These gamers need to be able to press start even sooner. It's nice to have somebody who fights for us, you know? And just the other day, I was hugely inspired by a video that he did about reorganizing his... Do I have the title here? He did it about reorganizing... Nope, I lost it. It was about reorganizing his, you know, gaming space, his game collection, his consoles. It was inspiring, and I'm over here looking at a shitstorm of cables, consoles, games. I started to put a few of them in the shelf. I've recommended the crate method to you guys before. Whenever you need a game to find, you got a big old crate of them. Just reach in and grab one. You know, when you're trying to rekindle that flame. But I don't know. I might be evolving on that position because I got to get the stuff out of the crate, and I want to get it displayed on these shelves where it belongs. Now, it's sad, right? He's a big inspiration around here. Then back to the story. It says he didn't offer any reason for ending the channel, but fans are already speculating it's related to the next Super Smash Bros. Game at Nintendo. Fans doing as we do, right? It's got to be Smash Bros, man. Could it be copium? I don't know. Nothing has been announced, however, and Sakurai had previously said he doesn't know how the franchise can get any bigger or better than this entry, which even includes characters from beyond Nintendo like Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, Joker from Persona 5, Steve and Alex from Minecraft, and many more. Now, I don't care about those last few lines there. Sephiroth can stay. Sora, you kind of lose me after that. No offense. All games welcome and all gamers, but with all that being said, this guy is huge, right? What's the deal? Is it about Smash? Will there be another Smash game? Can there be another Smash game? He offered some hope to fans earlier in January 2024, though, saying he's still focused on creating games. Whether or not this means another Super Smash Bros. Remains to be seen, but he's made one thing clear. I can't imagine a Smash Bros. Title without me. Hell yeah. And neither can I, man. Honestly. You know, what is Smash Bros. Without Sakurai? It's hard to imagine, man. And I don't want to. So I hope that if he is sticking around, I hope the Smash is in his future at some point, or maybe he's just happy to rest on what he had, you know? Either way, we're going to be dedicating the second part of this stream to this guy. Gamer God, Sakurai-san. My apologies for screwing up your name just now. We're going to be dedicating the second part of this stream to you. We're going to be playing the original Smash Bros. Game. We got the Japanese version. It's going to be fun. Once we get through this stuff, a couple more segments, we'll get some game in it. We'll play a little Smash Bros. There'll be some Parvinator after dark. And this will all be dedicated to Sakurai-san here. And the news of him leaving YouTube now that he's finished his last video. Not posted yet. Stay tuned. Oh, welcome, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Good to see you. What's up? Everybody's here. Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming through. All right. All right. You're just in time. We're about to switch. About to switch it up. We're changing gears. But that's it for Gamer News. Friday, June 21st, 2024. A thirsty man. And I hope you guys are thirsty too. Thirsty for a rant. Because that's what you're getting next. I hesitated as to whether or not I wanted to do this story because this situation between these two titans of gaming, Karl Jobst and Billy Mitchell, it has worn me down. It has worn me down, and there's been an update to it, a disappointing one, and I wanted to share that with you guys. But of course, we're going to rebuild the scene for you. We're going to set that scene, take you back just a little bit, so that you understand how we got to this point today. and this frustration. Now, these guys have beef. Okay? They've got beef. And I don't know. If I had to give you the top level line, Karl is suing, Billy Mitchell, who has been, claiming a Donkey Kong record, is suing Karl Jobst in his home country of Australia. The Australian courts are going to be handling that. I think it's happening within a couple months. This has been a big story, and it's been a big beef. And this beef has been successfully spread across many, many videos, including several of my own. I could say so much more about the beef. What else needs to be said? You guys know the facts, and if you don't, honestly, listen to the solution, okay? Because that's all that matters at this point. I challenge these guys to settle it like gamers, Get out of the courts, forget the lawyers, forget the judges. Pick up a GameCube controller and play some Super Smash Bros. One-on-one. Right? One-on-one, Smash Bros. Melee. If you want to do Brawl, knock your heart out. Knock your head. Go on ahead, right? Knock yourself out. That's the one. One-on-one, 5 stock, no items. It's time to sack up, guys. I'm tired of dealing with the lawyers. Courtroom drama, man. And I thought we had some progress on setting this whole thing up. I invited them both on this channel here in the come to the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge, come hang out, come settle this, right? The two of you, as we just described. And I thought that there was a breakthrough. Last time we talked about this, I thought I had a breakthrough and it was starting to come together. But I gotta admit, at this point, I don't think we're any closer to getting it done. And I think this thing it's gonna go to court unless there's some kind of intervention. It had been a whole 2 weeks since Karl Jobst's last video on Billy Mitchell. A long 2 weeks. So imagine this, right? I've just finished a stream. I'm chilling, all right? I'm laid back in the pipe house, just chilling, okay? Having a good night. Stream went well. Dinner was already made. Dude, all right? Having a hell of a night. When I see a notification come through, and at this point, if you've looked at the screen, you've seen this notification for probably longer than I got to see it for. Because I went and I immediately clicked on this notification because I saw 3 words, Billy Mitchell commented. And I clicked on that Android notification and it disappeared. It brought me to something saying the comment had been deleted. Sorry, but this comment has been deleted. Right? It's gone. And at this point, I'm just, what is going on here? Right? Again, I saw that message for all of like a second, maybe. What is going on here? Billy Mitchell is that? No, there's no way, right? There's no way that that's the guy. Okay, and I'm starting to freak out. How do you see a deleted YouTube comment? I'm going into Google. I'm typing the most desperate search queries. Everything is the desperation is palpable. I'm trying to figure out how to recover this deleted YouTube comment. I got to see this thing for myself. And I knew in the back of my head, I have a lot of anxiety. There's that depression that rears its ugly head sometimes. I got to say, there was that part that was always poking, always kicking, saying, there's no way it's real. Come on. But I had to see for myself, I had to see for myself. A little optimism sometimes, right? So finally, I figure it out. I remember, I think I get some kind of email receipts of like every comment, basically. But it doesn't show up in my main email, inbox. It's like in one of those hidden folders. And sure enough, there it was. Yep. I found the email. But folks, I gotta tell you, it's not a match. You probably saw it for yourselves. It's not a match. And I bet you caught it quick. If you think I'm a moron, well, you may be right, but also understand I saw that notification for such a short amount of time. And it looked like every other notification I'd ever gotten. For a second, I thought it was real. But it wasn't a match. I'm sure you picked up on it. The profile pictures, the one that I received is on the top there. That's out of that email. And then you have Billy Mitchell's. It's the profile pictures, man. They hit me with the generic B. And I should have seen it coming. I should have known better. Always check the profile pictures. That's kind of it's actually not a bad one for Billy. I like the cup of tea there. That's a nice touch. Now, as I get into this, man, I'm feeling sad, right? I immediately feel my heart drop a bit because I've spent the last like 30 minutes or I think even longer. This is towards the end of the night too. We'd even started to wind down. I'm like brushing my teeth while still trying to figure out how to recover a deleted YouTube comment. So I'm feeling pretty sad, honestly. I'm kind of torn up about this and I'm kicking myself again. Dude, of course it's not him. You know, a lot of negative self-talk. You idiot. Oh, yeah. But then I realized, don't be sad. Get pissed. Okay, get pissed. Get frustrated. And that's where I'm at today, man. It's frustration, okay? And it's not, I want to say it's not frustration at any one individual, including anyone I've talked about or anyone that comes up in the future in this segment. It's the situation, man. I'm frustrated. I'm out here trying to repair a rift in the world of gaming. And I'm the only one trying to get these guys together to play these games instead of going through this through the courts. Here's the thing. Bottom line, the only video game celebrities that we should want as gamers to see in a courtroom, it's like the folks from Ace Attorney. It's those characters, there's a couple other court drama games as well. Throw them in there as well. This is the only time that we gamers should be in this sphere of law, order, courts. Unless we're fighting for other rights. And I don't know, man. Here's the thing. Again, it's not so much, honestly, since I've cooled down some, it's not so much that I'm angry as much as I am just disappointed. When I first offered my solution of these two folks getting together, solving this with the little Smash Bros. 5 stock, no items. When I first put that out to the world, I thought people would be receptive. I mean, but I got mocked, and I get it. I tend to come. I know. Look, I come on a little strong. I get that, but I got mocked. Doesn't matter. I think it was all a misunderstanding. Okay, from gamer to gamer, and I want to clear the air on that, and I want to see if we can get to the bottom of this and maybe finally force a solution. You know, I figured that the folks that just reamed me with the videos I put out about this, I figured they'd come around, and that's what I'm here to bring about today, to bring those folks into the gamer sphere to join us. Right? It's just tough because everywhere I look, man, it's like no one's talking about our solution. They're all hung up on seeing this settled in a court of law. I really wish we saw eye to eye on this, man. Like, look at this. He calls him Silly Bitchel. Like, that's pretty funny, right? Got him. I feel like we have more in common than we have different here. you know? And I don't know, it's frustrating. I mean, even the non-gamers are weighing in on this. I'm not a gamer. I'm sorry to even have those words here in this stream right now, you know? Should have given a trigger warning or something, but I'm not a gamer. I don't even own a system, but I love this stuff. Cheaters, speedrunners, and then there's Billy. This stuff is fascinating to watch. So, if you're not a gamer, what the fuck are you doing here? Let us gamers settle this. If you want courtroom drama, might I recommend the show Perry Mason? Go find some reruns of this show. It's amazing. Starring Raymond Burr. He's great. And leave us gamers the hell alone. Stay out of this. Now, before anybody thinks I'm giving Billy a pass here, I'm not. Look, I'm pissed that his legal team hasn't contacted me. And we all know that's how the communication would come, and it hasn't happened. I've heard nothing. Radio silence. And this imposter, right? I'm still pissed about them. I'm really pissed. To use his name, Billy Mitchell, to throw that up there. Sure, he didn't have the right profile picture, but it was enough to trick me for half a second. And I'm not trying to sound like a conspiracy theorist here, but what if, you know, there's that outside possibility that this is actually Billy's alt account. A poorly disguised alt account, but who's to say, right? Who am I to judge?
Straight.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions. All right? You never know. It can't be proven that that's the real Billy Mitchell or not. Either way, I'm pissed at them all. Disappointed. Gotta watch the anger. It's about the disappointment, honestly. Trying to bring folks together, but god damn. So I don't know. Billy, if this was you, if this really was you, and this was some kind of cry for help, I want you to know we're here. And I'm gonna get you and I'm gonna get Karl in the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge here on this program. And the two of you guys are gonna go at it. One-on-one, Smash Bros, Melee, or Brawl, 5 stock, no items. You're going to enter as equals, and one of you is going to walk out the victor. And that's that. And one last word to that imposter. If it is an imposter, and not the real Billy, and I'm not convinced. But if that wasn't the real Billy, good luck. He's probably going to sue your ass. You impersonated the guy. I mean, shit, he's probably going to sue me. Enough of the lawsuits, man. Enough talk. In the spirit of reconciliation, one final invite to these two. Karl Jobst, Billy Mitchell, and everybody who follows these guys. If you fall on one side or the other or somewhere in the middle, we're going to settle this. Everybody belongs here in the Gamer Lifestyle Lounge. We're going to settle it like we used to. All right, once and for all, we're doing it on this channel. And if you can't do it for me or these people here in chat, you know, don't do it for us. Do it for this guy. Do it for Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of Smash, among many other amazing franchises. This could be the thing that brings this guy back to YouTube. Okay, he said he's closing his channel down, but you think he wouldn't come back to host a battle between two titans of gaming? I mean, that I would be a little disappointed because then that would kind of steal from, you know, this program here a bit. But if anybody can do that, you're looking at him on the screen right here. Gladly. All right. That's it for rant mode. Friday, June 21st, 2024. Just disappointed, man. It's been a long, ongoing saga, and I just... maybe you guys can help me, and I don't know, we can bring this to the closure that it needs. Not in a courtroom. Okay, but in the court of gamer opinion. All right, guys. We're going to do... Okay, all right. I'm going to breathe for a second. All right. We're going to switch it up. We're going to do about as big a 180 as we can possibly do. And we're going to get out of the rant zone. I scheduled this one last because I knew I was going to be pissed. But I want to switch it up a bit, and I want to try out a new... I'm going to try out a new segment for you here. I think, therefore I game. And we're going to talk a little bit about some meditations on gaming. I think you guys will like this. I've got a prompt for you, just something to consider. It's time to turn those eyeballs inward a bit. Let's do it. All right. Must still be a little bit amped from that rant zone because I clicked the wrong button. That doesn't matter anymore. We're taking it down a notch. We're relaxing. All right, guys. I wanted to do this segment because I think that there's a lot of themes in gaming that are worth just taking some time to meditate on. Okay? And whatever meditate means to you, a thoughtful moment, mindfulness, you know, feeling the weight of the earth against your feet, right? Feeling those sensations in your body, feeling present in that moment. We're going to take a second to think about a meditation prompt, a koan of sorts, although not really. Yeah, that's kind of disrespectful to Zen. We're doing our own thing over here, all right? And the question I want to ask you guys, and I want us to ask ourselves, what is the nature of the sacred realm? The sacred realm. All right, what does that mean to you? Now, if you've never played Zelda a day in your life, it's okay. Stay with us here. We're going to have a little peaceful moment. Okay? What is the nature of the sacred realm? I don't want to guide your meditation too much, but just some things to consider if you're drawing a blank. Is it a physical place, right? Is it an actual physical location? The game's depicted as such. And as far as I can tell, the lore backs that up, that it is a physical place. But what if it stands for something deeper? And what if the sacred realm is a metaphor for the gamer spirit that resides within each and every one of us? The power, right? The wisdom, the courage. I can't think of a single gamer that possesses all of those in balance. Except, well, there may be one. Masahiro Sakurai. But he's probably about the only one. I know for sure I don't have the power, wisdom, and courage in balance. You saw that in the last segment. My shit's all out of whack. But that's okay. You know, maybe life is all about the quest to attain that balance. And this is something that can't be done instantly. This is something that, for many of us, could take a lifetime, maybe many lifetimes. So I want you guys to just take a moment to consider the nature of the sacred realm. And this is a quiet, you know, respectful, meditative moment. To give you a heads up, it'll be about 30 to 40 seconds. But we'll be right back. We'll talk about it, and we'll wrap this show up. Okay? What is the nature of the sacred realm? I felt good. How did that feel? You don't have to answer anybody but yourself for that. I like that, guys. I needed that. All right. Well, we're going to be doing more of this, finding some gamer themes to meditate on. I'd love to hear if you guys have any prompts, something that we can just bring it down a notch when we need to. You know, take the tempo down a bit. All right, guys. With that being said, I think it's about time to wrap this show. So let's do it. All right, guys. Look, I think we're gonna call it on Parvination. Let's call this episode 1. I don't know. We may change the name. I'm thinking we're doing a 2-parter. I do think I might put a short. I was thinking of putting a short break in and then starting a second stream. If it's 8:10 now, we would start in 20 minutes at 8:30, bottom of the hour. And we'll do Parvinator After Dark. We're going to play some Super Smash Bros. Do whatever you have to do to find this stream again. If you haven't liked or followed, subscribed on YouTube, whatever. We're going to be back in about 20 minutes. I'll start a new stream and we will play some Super Smash Bros. Guys, thank you so much for coming out. There's been a long build up to this. I'm going to play a few sound effects for you guys on the way out. Thank you so much, man. This has been cool. I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes at the bottom of the hour. BRB.
I'm speaking human to human, right?
Nico, it's Roman. Let's go bowling.
Cause I'm an island boy.
Come on. He was special. Come on.
I need to try it first.
Let's get rid of this sucker!
It's true. Just so disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers.
'Tis a tale told by an idiot.
Donkey Kong.
I hope you've all enjoyed our program this morning.
Time has come. Should you lip sync for your life?
I bid you good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.
Get him out of here. Get him out. But before you leave, I'd like you to step inside one more world.
And then you expect me to be chipper for 5 straight hours.
But nobody could have expected what was to come.
And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
Bye, Felicia.
Goodbye.